Good morning, or at least it's morning when I'm talking to you with this video. Um, I wanted to make one of the cards with you that I'm putting in my 2021 Junk Journal note card album, and just play with this together today. Just a little collaging card, all paper. And later I'll do another video where we're putting together a fabric card. And so I hope that that will show you my technique. Not that it's great or different or anything, but you know, we all learn from each other, and I may do some little thing that makes it easier for you, a little tip here or there. And I know that's how I learn, and I really enjoy watching videos because I pick up so many little tips and tricks and techniques that I wouldn't have thought about on my own. So anyway, let's get started here. I've got my 4x6 cardstock cut and ready to go in my album. When I'm doing this, it's just by the seat of my pants. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. So you can see I've just thrown a bunch of stuff on here. Not quite sure exactly where I'm going with any of it, but I just start. And usually if I can start with something, get something on the page, then I can go from there. So I need to cover quite a bit of this card with some color so that I don't have to collage so many tiny elements together. So I think I'll just start with this and get my book over here to do my gluing on. I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue. Any glue will do that's good for paper. So we're just going to glue that right on that card, butt it up to the edge on that one side. I like to use just a piece of folded scrap paper to press, and at the same time it'll kind of clean up your edges where anything squeezes out. But it's really good to push glue toward the edges too, without getting it all over your hands. It tends to get air bubbles out too of when you're working with thinner paper. Okay, I think I'll just stay on the book here since we're going to be doing quite a bit of gluing. All right, let's see here. I think I want this sentiment somewhere in there, but I need to do something to pull it away from this background. Got this little piece of paper. What if I glue that on there and give myself an edge? I think I will try that. What I'm going for is to give myself an outside edge that's a different color than the little piece that I'm working with, so that I can make it a little more dimensional and pull it away from that really busy, colorful background paper that I'm going to put it on. I've always got these, you know, really cool sounding reasons why I do things, but sometimes I just do it because it seems like the right thing to do. I don't know really if it is or not, but okay, let's glue that on there. Work that out to the edges. Sorry for the sniffing. I've got allergies of some kind going on. Of course, I keep them all the time. They're so aggravating, but nothing I can do about it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of squiggly cut me an outline here. Just kind of rough cut it as if it might have been torn. We will cut it on a straight edge on this side, since this is going to butt up to the straight edge. And we'll just kind of rough cut this one too. Okay, that gives me a little bit. All right, let's see. Now, at some point I had already inked this piece in preparation to use it and didn't use it, so, but it already has the ink on it, so let's just put some purple around the edge here. Okay, I'm liking that. Do you like that? Okay, so now we can see how that will pull it up and away from that other color a little. All right, let's see. Do I want that? No, I think I want it. I want it like up in there. Okay. I wonder what it would do if I put another color behind that. Well, I'm not sure about that. I've got this piece of pink here. Let's try that. It's a darker pink. That might work. Let's try that. What I'm still doing here is working for a little more dimensional, more layered look without having to put big chunks of paper on. So the way I do that is just, as you see here, we'll just work on edges. Where's that paper at? Let's get a little bit of the okay. That out to the edge. Clean up some of that glue where I slid it around there. Sorry if I'm dropping off the video here. Okay, now we're going to give this a little bit of a rough cut here, just so we don't have straight edges. Okay, and we'll use some purple on that. Okay, we've got several things going on now. So we've got, in one piece here, we've got actually 3 different layers going on. Okay, I want some writing here somewhere, and I didn't have any that was tea dyed or anything, so I'm going to use some old eyeshadow and just kind of color this up. Works great, especially for spur of the moment little items when you don't. I've got to stop one day and do some tea dyeing, coffee dyeing, and because I'm all out of my papers. Okay, I think that'll work. Now I like to buff that down so I don't get that powder all over everything. And let's take a little brown and just distress the edges of that a little bit. I don't like daubers too much, but I love these little Tim Holtz. What do you call these things? I'm not even sure, but anyway. Well, actually, these aren't Tim Holtz. These are Hampton Art. I don't know where my Tim Holtz ones are. Distressed ink right now. Okay, we got that. So let's see how, if we put that over here and layered this on top of that, we get another little effect there, which is good. And I think I want a little more of it, so let's push this up. I'm thinking I like that. I'm going to see how I like that. Stick that in there like that. Yeah, don't like that too much. Let's just leave that like it is for right now. Let's just go ahead and glue that one down. Where's my little piece of paper? Get some of the gunk off the end of my glue here. Okay. Let's take this, turn it upside down, and let's tilt it a little. Okay, got it. Whoa, I don't know about y'all, but here in Northeast Texas where I live, it's cold and rainy. And for our area of the country, it's been colder than normal already this winter, so I'm not looking forward to a lot of cold weather. Okay, that's looking okay so far. Now let's see where I want to go from here. You know what? I think I'll put a little bit of that writing up there and do the same thing with that. We will give it some color here. Let's try some bronzy stuff and see. Oh yeah, that's good. I pick up a lot of this kind of stuff at garage sales. People are always selling old makeup, stuff they've never used, or sometimes stuff they have used, but I try to look for the stuff they've never used. And you pick it up for nothing, and it works so good. And so always buff it down though, so that you don't have that powder on your project. Okay, we're going to tear the edges of this right up close to that writing. I must be the worst tearer in the world because it's always a chore. I never get it. Other people make it look so easy, and it's never been easy for me, so there's got to be a trick to it. I don't know. So, okay, that will work. Let's glue that one down. As you can see, I'm pretty messy with glue too. And I've always been a fan, and if a little will do, a lot will do better. Well, that gets me in trouble sometimes, but most of the time it works. Got paper hanging off of me over here. Okay, let's put that across there. And wipe that down. Okay, what I love about working on an old book when I'm gluing is that when I get glue on that paper, on that sheet, I just tear it off. And then I don't have to worry about everything sticking to it from then on. I'm going to clean up my edges here. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Let's see what else we can do here. Okay, if we put this back here. Okay, and I had this little piece that I wanted to use. Not quite sure where I want to use it. You know what? That might look kind of cool with the writing coming through at the top. I think I might do that. I wonder what I'd do if I put it under. I really need just that part of it. Let me trim this down because it's hard to tell what I've got. I just want the little openings mostly. Of course, this is where I tore it out of a bound book, a planner, actual page. I like that. Isn't that cool? That's different. Okay, let's put that on there. And, okay, do I want it under or do I want it over? I think under is better. So let's go a little glue across here to keep that on there and down the sides. And let's see, better put a little bit on these little tabby things to keep them down. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Don't you just love using all the little bits and pieces that you've got? It's fun to look back and think, well, I didn't throw anything away. I used everything I had. That's, you know, that's me. Very few things go into the trash. And I think that's kind of cool. I do. I like it. And I need to clean that up just a little bit more. Can't rub too hard on that. I don't want to tear those little pieces. They're still pretty wet from glue. But that way they're down. Okay, let's see. Let's bring that one back in here. I think I'm liking that a lot. Let's pull it down a little bit more and show a little bit more writing. I'm thinking that looks good for composition there. Oh my, let's see. I could, though, bring it down a little bit more, and I might have room for a side element. I had that little piece I thought I might use. about, got a little floral piece of paper going on here. Got some cool colors in it. I like it because it kind of brings in the colors from this side, which gives me a little more composition sense. I like it. Let's glue that. All right, we're moving along here. I'm telling you, this is so much fun. It's very addicting. Collaging is just one of those things that give you permission to be silly, crazy, out of this world, work out of your box, do anything you want, just have fun. I hope y'all are following my series on making this note card album for this year. If you have, you know I've got to make 104 note cards. Some all paper and some a combination of paper and fabric. And I'm doing good for the year. I've already got 5. This one will be 6 when I complete it. So I'm feeling good about that. Okay, I think I'm ready to glue this piece down. I want to put some kind of word sentiment I got here somewhere. Where did I do that? I'll have to dig it out here in a minute. But where did it go? Okay, I know I had it. Don't you just love it when you lose something that you really want to not lose? Ah, there it is. There it is. I had thought about a little word element, so I think I'm ready to do that. Let's glue this one down. This is a main piece, so I'm going to take a little bit more pains with getting the glue on here just right. This is going to hold down other things, and it needs to be all the way to the edge. So let's try that. Exactly where do I want this? Maybe a little bit further down. Looking like that, maybe. Well, it's there now. So, another thing about collages is it's so forgiving. You know, if you don't like it, layer something on top of it. That's about as easy as you can get. And okay, I love watching videos where people are collaging because I get so inspired. Every time I watch one, I have to go right after and go make a collage. I get so inspired by their talent and creativity. Okay, I have a little sentiment here that says, let love be the sweet elixir. And it's one I had inked up going to use at some point, never did. I thought I had this little piece of paper. I thought I would put it on that and then maybe put it on that, or put it on that and put it on that. Let's see how this goes. Let's glue it on here first. Make sure we can do that. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's tear these two ends off. And I will agree to throw that away, but it hurts me. Anyway, back to the words. Let's get some ink on these edges. Okay. Now, in order to help make this more dimensional, I'm going to use this fine liner. And I'm just going to put a black outline along the edge. Almost creates like a drop shadow that helps dimensionally. And if you squiggle over the line, it doesn't matter because it looks like you inked it that way. Okay, now I was thinking maybe to put it on this to see how that looks. If that doesn't do a thing for that. I wonder if this darker pink would. Let's try that. Nope, that don't do a thing either. Let's get, get a piece of this. You know what? I need a wider piece of that. That's the only thing. I don't have a wider piece of that. What else do I have around here? Why is it that you can't find exactly what you want when you want it? I think I'm going to take, will that fit on that? Victoria Designs paper, doesn't she do beautiful stuff? And so I think I'm going to use a piece of her paper here and create a little backdrop piece for this. If you haven't looked at her designs before, you might want to check them out. It's Victoria's Designs. Find her on Etsy. Okay, we're going to this kind of a heavier watercolor paper that I printed this on, and so it's not that easy to tear, so I'm going to just cut it. Now that gives me a pretty background for those words and gives me something to lift them away from. Where do we want it? If you like it in the center. I kind of like it there. Okay, let's do that. Let's get this ready to glue to that. Get off there. Okay, here we go. Oh, yay, we got it on there. Okay, get that glue worked out to the edges. I do not remember who I was watching one day on a video, and they used little pieces of paper like this. I don't know who that was, but I have thanked them many times since because it works perfect. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. I think this time I use the purple again. I guess you can't tell I like purple too. Okay, so if we lay this across here, under that word love, it says, let love be the sweet elixir. That way. I think I like that better because it goes, your eye sees that better. Okay, we'll go with that. Here we go. Y'all get a chance. I work very closely with Marsha at Markets of Sunshine, and her link is below. And we're kind of helping each other to build our YouTube channels, and we work together a lot to do that. And we also work together on our Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction. All right. Now, what I do at this point, because I think I'm pretty much done with this collage. Now I still use my liner to outline again for the drop shadow effect, which again makes the product more dimensional. Anytime that you can make something dimensional, in my opinion, it gives it depth, it makes it more real, it's more interesting. The eye likes it better, it follows the patterns better. There's a lot of reasons for using dimensional techniques, and it helps to pull one item up away from another so that everybody gets all the attention they can get. Okay, well, if you hear any noises, my husband is putting things in the attic, I think. We have our house up for sale. We're downsizing from a 3-bedroom home. We're going to move into an apartment. And so we've been very busy with all of that. And he's working today while I'm playing. And I think that's a good trade-off, don't you? Okay. I'm going to go back in here, strengthen this one just a little, and that other one that I didn't do the first time. You don't always have to go all the way around like the top of, you know, the drop shadows are not all the way around, so you don't have to do it like that, but you just kind of decide what looks best to you. Okay. Okay, just a minute. I'm videoing, just a minute. Okay, how do you like that? I think that's going to be good. Okay. There goes the attic stairs. Okay, that's our project for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that. And be sure to keep track all years. I build these 104 different cards. Thank you for being with me. Bye-bye.